Looking down low in the wishing well. Wish a nigga would, so I wish him well. Lock a nigga up like a prison cell. 10 toes down, I don't kiss and tell, no. Looking down low in the What's going on, everybody? Today I have with me one of the most talented and upcoming music collectives right now. They go by the name of Barely Legal. Their album is out. Yep. All right, guys. Why don't you let everyone know your name and your role in Barely Legal?
I'm Kid Dre. I'm an artist. I am 20 years old.
My name is Chowder Bands. I am 19 years old and I am an artist.
I'm Ty. I'm a video editor, graphic designer, and I'm 20 years old as well.
Devin, 18, graphic designer.
Joe, 18, I'm a rapper.
Miguel Morales, 21, I'm an artist.
23, the manager, Barely Legal. Oh, 21. Danny Boy, co-manager / creative director, 20.
Yeah.
21.
Hell yeah.
Having Miguel sing behind the camera and I lip sing, nothing worked, right? And so I obviously 2 weeks before the album dropped, I was like, my hands were tied and I was working my ass off towards like marketing with the album and all of that stuff. And we hit 100,000 in the first week. But so the peak was just in the very beginning, and I realized that after I was working like constantly, I kind of took a step back and I went into my research phase and trying to figure out like what's my next call to action. And I didn't want to get rid of that peak that we had because then the monthly listeners go down and all of that. So I had to think outside the box because we didn't have the budget for marketing anymore. So then I just posted on TikTok and that's how it worked. So the way it worked this time was because I've been doing music management like for full time now for like a month and a half. And so I could survive and not work a normal job. I had other clients outside of Barely Legal that were very like short term, and I had like different deals with them with marketing. One of them wanted me to be a marketing manager for TikTok. And so I gave her advice, and then she grew from like 2,000 to 22,000 in less than a month. And our goal was for her to hit 19,000 by June. So I was with my friend and he was just like, you could blow her up, but you can't blow yourself up. And I was like, oh shit, you're right. So then I just took my own advice and it worked.
Hell yeah. That's fire.
Hey, bro, I know you're looking all the time.
What an answer.
Hey, bro, they always be hating on me, bro.
Why is that?
I don't know. Why is that? Dre?
I'm not.
Hey, just so you understand the dynamic. Dre, Band, and Ty are the biggest haters in the group.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I'm just
the biggest haters.
I'm an instigator.
That's so funny. No, but I got a friend like that too. I always call him like, oh, you're the biggest hater I know, bro. Like, you don't like anything. That shit's hella funny.
Yeah.
Too. Okay, so I guess from if anyone else on the group wants to speak on like the recent blow up, like how's that been? Because I mean, what you guys gained like 1,500 followers, right? Like, if not more, since those like TikTok
on the Barely Legal page.
Yeah, on the Instagram.
2,100, I think.
Damn. So that's where you're at now.
Yeah, and it was at 750, and it grew from 750 to 2,100 in like less than a week.
Crazy. So yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, finally, bro, because like when I heard you guys' music for the first time, like I guess the whole reason I started like the page is what I'm doing is because like I want more people to hear this and like feel this, because it's like your music's crazy, it's like next level, it's super professional and well put together. Like more people need to be hearing this. So like I was just super excited like when like you guys start finally getting some like, not finally, but like begin to like gain like crazy traction, and it's gonna keep going. So I guess take me back to the beginning, like where did Barely Legal come from? Like how long you guys been doing this? Because like this is the first project, which blows my mind, because it sounds like if I were to like not know you guys here for the first time, I'd say no, this is like their third project, but nah, it's like the first one. So that's crazy. So like I guess just take me back to the beginning, how this formed.
Well, the way it all started was really I was rapping for like a pretty long time. I've been rapping since like I say, what is that, 5th grade?
Damn.
So I had hit what was my sophomore year in high school. And at the time, my freshman year, I had already got my mic and my laptop, and I downloaded, what I needed to start engineering. That's like another thing I was doing. And so I was rapping and engineering, but at the time, I had my lyrics so good written, but I just couldn't, like, I couldn't say them. Like, it just didn't sound right to me. And I just hated it. And so over time, I was like, bro, we're gonna have to put rapping on the back burner for a little while and start engineering. And so I started telling everybody, you can come to the studio and record. You know what I'm saying? Pay me $20 an hour and I'll do your stuff. And that's when I had met Bands. At the time, I actually didn't like Bands because at high school, he was the only other person I knew rapping, And then a mutual friend got us together. And so we had gotten in the booth. And the first time I ever recorded a song that I ever actually liked, it was like the deepest verse I ever wrote. And it was on his album. And he had asked me to do his album after he made that song. And I was like, yeah. And then a couple weeks later, after we did that, I just had so much faith in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, dang, like, you know what I mean? And then he brought across the idea of a collective. And then just God putting things in place. He was already friends with Dre. He brought Dre around me. Dre was already friends with Lath and the co-manager, Danny, and brought him. And he was already managing Miguel. And so that brought them. And then Ty was already friends with Miguel, and Devin was already friends with Bam. So it just all came together.
It was just all like a weird, like almost like a movie, like combination of how everyone gets together.
Because we absolutely did not know each other
At all.
Wow.
At all.
I met
Like,
Dre in church, and I've known Devin since like freshman year of high school. And he started doing my covers of my music like right before we decided to like use collective.
That's hard. So was that weird at first, like not knowing each other, but like, okay, you're working together now, or like, was there a little like friction, or was it like kind of like?
Nah,
right?
the thing is, well, for me at least, like I'm really in my head 95% of the time, even when I'm talking. So like, as far as where I was mentally, I feel like to have a good friendship or relationship with me, I have to feel like I'm there mentally. So when I was communicating with them at first, I don't know them. My head's already over here, and they just talking. I'm like, yeah, okay, okay. I already know what I want. I already know. But then when I seen we all had a common interest and we all wanted the same thing, I started feeling more present and more safe and more comfortable.
What really did it for like the comfortability and just like knowing that we're there for the same goal was the show that I had Miguel perform at. We sold 15 tickets, half of them were barely legal members. And so Miguel was still on the fence about it because he was the only singer around like other rappers. So he didn't know if he wanted to take that step or not as an artist. After his set, I was like the DJ playing his music. After his set, I put Bands' song and they all came on stage, and then like just the musical chemistry and the passion in everyone's eyes, that's how we knew that this is barely legal.
Hard. So where'd the name come from?
Dre.
So the name Barely Legal came from, it was one of the multiple days that me, Joe, and Bands was at Joe's studio, home studio, and we were recording. And when the idea of a collective came up, we knew that a collective needed a name. So we were just out here throwing a bunch of words around to see like what goes together. And one of them was like Young and Rich, or 17 and Rich or something, because we were around that age at the time. And we threw out the word legal, and we were like, okay, we can work with this, because we knew that legal comes around age, adolescence, energy, and stuff like that. And that's everything that we all have. So then we also looked at the age again. We're barely legal, where I was 18 at the time, Bands was 17, Joe was 16. Like we're up about that age, around that age. So why don't we call it barely legal? And at first it wasn't well received, and then around the time it was like, okay, this is the name. So that's how the name barely legal.
Walking around with the sex doll.
Now we walk around with sex dolls.
Yeah.
That's funny. No, bro, I was like trying to look up the lyrics. So I type in like creep, barely legal. And then like the last thing that came up was your guys' music, bro. Like, like but but no, it'll be household soon for sure.
Shit.
I didn't
Uh,
realize it started like that.
Yeah, honestly.
Until my parents said something about it, that's when I realized, oh yeah, the name is kind of like.
Okay, so you talk about your parents. Like, you guys all live together now. I think I saw like something about that, right?
Yeah, we all do.
So like, what's I've been like talking to the parents, like, yo, hey, we're forming a collective now. We're making music. Like, are you guys in school at all, or is it just all music?
Yeah, the only people are in school are me.
Mhm.
I'm in college, and Joe's still in high school. So,
Great.
and Miguel. I forgot. Yeah, but we're probably gonna drop out. Yeah, but I think it goes to say for everyone besides maybe like Joe and like Ty, most of our parents didn't really like float around the idea at first, because when you say that you want to give up the whole idea of working a 9 to 5 or like a desk job, et cetera, and go for something that doesn't guarantee money right away. They're like, whoa, what are you doing? Because at the end of the day, parents just want their kids to be successful. So they want to take the safe approach.
Yeah.
But I think we all came to the conclusion that we all don't want to do something that we don't enjoy doing.
Exactly.
So we might as well just grind it out together, and hopefully we, get it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, and they didn't grow up where like the internet, you could, blow up and make music and like connect with people from across the world. That just wasn't a thing. So it's like hard to like tell them that, but you just got to do it because you know it yourself.
Yeah.
So I want to know about opening like voice on the album, talking about, oh, you got to shut down the concert.
Oh, 1 second. So Daniel's here now. So co-manager,
Creative director, man.
Nice to meet you.
What's up, man? Nice to meet you. He just came from work too.
Fire.
Yeah, the voicemail. So in what was that? 2019 or 2020?
2019.
It was 2019. So in 2019, we had a.
So 2020.
It was 2020.
It was right before COVID. Right before COVID.
Oh yeah, right before COVID. Yeah, I know it was true. That was
I definitely agree.
So in 2020, right before COVID, we had a show. And so what we do when we have shows, usually we just rent out venues and we run the venue from there. Like we just set up base and then have the people come to us, and that's what we did. That was the situation. But coincidentally, the venue that we rented out ended up being church. And when we set it up, we had wires on the roof that connected the sex dolls hanging off of the roof. It was all types of smokes in the air. It was all types of energy. We broke the stage. It was pretty bad.
Somebody got arrested too.
Somebody got arrested. It was a lot. It was very much a lot. And then apparently that same night, right after the show,
she sent me that voicemail. And I didn't even know about it until the next day. I was like, what is this? And I was like, yo, this is hard. This could be a sample.
Yeah.
So and I showed them and they were like laughing their asses off.
Yeah. It was hard. Like, cause it's like we absolutely did not know about it.
And it was a great intro of like what you're about to get into, like the destruction, the barely legal shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The barely.
Hey, instead of making fun of the talk. I just saw them.
So I think I saw on like one of your TikToks, the destruction. And I think you said like you want to like influence kids to like believe in themselves and like do what they want.
Yes.
So like, what's that all about? Like what's like, that message is clear in the music. Like you guys are young and you're making crazy music and like you said already, like you want to be done with school and you want to just do music. So what's translating that message like?
What's translating it? Honestly, I just feel like the fact that we're doing something different than what the people around us are doing to translate the fact that like kids our age and the people around us are like, you can do whatever you want.
Mm.
Because like a lot of people around us or that we grew up with are doing what now? Selling weed, working a regular 9 to 5, going to college, just doing stuff like just conforming to society. And we're trying to break that mold and do something different. And by us like doing that and people seeing it, I hope it just makes people be like, maybe I can do that. Maybe like, you know what I'm saying? I just want like to instill hope and like let people know you can do whatever you want. You don't have to work a 9 to 5 the rest of your life.
Hey, that's one thing I definitely agree with, because like, especially being a high schooler, you just absorb everything and like you'll just peep out what you want. Like, you know, like so if somebody's doing something, whether you like the lifestyle or not, and they're getting what you want, you'll just glorify the results and not see what they're doing. But when you can see what we're doing and see that we're still getting the results that we want, you know what I mean, with a positive movement and everything. It's just like motivates like youngins, you know.
I'd say hopefully they learn to really be themselves and know that they can create their own reality. Like this is like there's so many open possibilities and opportunities. Just go for it.
Right?
Oh, yeah. That's hard.
Dirty man. How can I say it?
Okay, so then tell me a little bit about, like, I know you guys are in Tampa, right?
Quite on set.
What happened?
You guys are in Tampa, right? Is that where you're from?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida.
So what's like, I know like the Florida underground scene is like crazy influential. How's that like made an impact on you guys?
There's no like real established music culture in Tampa. It's
Okay.
weird. Like when they talk about more like the Florida underground scene, it's like Jacksonville, Broward County, Miami, like more like that. Tampa is like there's nothing here. Like it's like coming, like it's about to be gentrified. Like there's about to be a lot of old white people moving in here. So like there's weird, I guess, the culture, I guess, created.
So damn, that must have been really tough. Like if there's like no culture at all, like breaking out, like okay, we're gonna form a music collective.
Bro,
It's very hard. It's weird. It's weird. It's really difficult. It's really difficult. It's really difficult. But we're making it work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so then questions about the album. The first like reaction I had to it when I listened to it all the way through is like, damn, this shit's all over the place, but like in a good way, you know? There's like, I don't think there's like a consistent musical like sound to it or theme, because you know it starts off with like you got like Perk Angels and Dre Day and like Creep that are like kind of like old school, like some of them like Dre Day is like an old school ass like early 2000s rap song, you know what I'm saying, like lyrical miracle type shit. And then it goes into like Fuck, which is like a fucking party classic. And then you slow it down with like Too Fast and like stuff like that. So it's like,
That's so ironic. You slow it down too fast.
So like, I guess asking about like how you pieced the album together, like were you just like making songs and they came to be, or was there an overall like goal that you wanted everything to sound like and deliver it that way?
Well, I think what we wanted to do with the album was give every single person, every single listener that we have, because we're a very diverse group of artists. We all have different fan bases. We all have different sounds. So the hardest part was putting all that into one album. So how we try to do it was, in order to make sure that everybody doesn't, nobody overshadows anybody. I was thinking of course, every artist has one song by themselves to kind of establish themselves in the album. Like, what is it, your sound? Like, what one song would you put on a collective album to establish your sound? And then, of course, mix and match on who wants to go with what. So there was a total of 18 tracks on the album, 18 tracks. And our original plan was to put 444. So if Joe has 4 ideas for a song, he can pick whoever he wants on to go on with his songs. Vance has 4, I have 4, Miguel has 4. So try to show the ignorant side of us, but also try to show the musical composition, like give me a word. Like we want to go from Fuck to Too Fast. You know, we want to have a good dynamic. Dynamic sound, a good dynamic sound.
And like culture, people don't listen to albums. Like people don't like appreciate bodies of work. It's all like singles, or you go through an album, you just pick the few songs you want. So we, especially like Dre, like was really big into trying to get it to flow well and not lose your attention at all.
Definitely. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I see that because I can't stand when albums are like 20 songs long, you know, like I like when they're short, but this is like, 18 songs. That's a good amount of songs, but I like, it's probably going to be in my top 10 for the year. And like, I'll still listen to it like start to finish, bro. What is this?
No, you're wrong.
Yo, that's crazy.
You want to say what's up? That's good. Okay. What was that?
Wrist up is a way of expressing that you feel you're in your highest form.
Like when you hear something wrong, somebody just suddenly just put your wrist up.
Oh my gosh.
You're going in. You're amazing.
Yeah.
That's hard, bro. All right, I'm gonna have to start doing that then. All right, so I saw a comment like someone, and I guess like you guys have been getting a lot of comparisons. Like I know I did myself to like comparisons to like Brockhampton and like Odd Future and stuff like that. And then I saw a comment like, "Oh, these guys are gonna be the next Brockhampton," and then you responded like bigger. So I was like, that's hard as fuck. Like, what is it like getting those comparisons? It was on TikTok or something, bro. Yeah. How do you feel about those comparisons and like?
Well.
Let me go.
No, right.
You want
Yeah, let me go.
Miguel?
I think it's very normal, criticism, to be compared to other groups, but we know we're barely legal, you know.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I don't feel like we sound that much like them either.
Uh-huh.
We're just a group, and I think that's why they put us together in that section.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. And Dre's gay, so it's probably because someone's gay.
Oh god.
I'm weak as fuck.
Big group. Brockhampton.
I'm glad you laughed.
So you guys shit, let me think here. You said like you don't want people to be overshadowed like on songs. You were talking about that a little bit. I feel like on some songs though, like someone does take the spot, like with like Miguel singing, like it'll just be like carry the song, or like Joe's rapping, Bounds rapping, like go crazy. Is there like a strategy in the studio when making songs, or is it just like this is what we want to say, here's the beat, whatever happens happens?
Yeah, we pretty much just throw the meat in the cage with the lines. You know what I'm saying?
Really good.
And it's like so much of like how like the song make us feel. Like it doesn't matter if everybody be like, oh, so and so better, because it matters how we feel. Like when we get back in the booth and I say, hey, Benz, that means more than hearing somebody else say. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's so cool. Just like the comparisons, it's cool. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's gonna come with the game.
We saw it as like I said, meat in the cage with lines. It's a competition. Like you got to go in there and make sure that you do your best. Because if I don't do my best, and I know Joe's just gonna kill me on the song, and I don't want everybody to go around like, yo, that song. What fucking song did we do together?
No. Drugs.
Like, I don't want somebody to go, Kid selling drugs was hard to Joe and not say that to me. It's like, well, damn, I could have done better.
You right next to me.
Like, I'm right next to you. Like, I'm right here too. Like, I was on that song too.
It's like a competition. Like you're competing with your homeboys to see like who can not be the best, but like you just want to get better. So you just keep going. go harder and harder and harder and harder.
It's like 2K, man. It's like 2K, Madden, Mario Kart, Brawlhalla, Mortal Kombat, anything. Like once you get like to the amount of discipline where you can get good, like our skills, it's just become like a video game. Like you just want to be better, and you just got to come right every time.
Oh yeah. Okay, so now I got like some questions for like the graphic designs and everything that's going on. Talking about I love the album cover. Was that a little play on or inspiration from Pharrell, NERD? I think it was.
So actually, the way the album cover came about is Bands had that idea. We had other ideas before, but Bands is the one that really stood out. So we just got to it.
Yeah, I love Nerd.
Mhm.
Like I had found for the past like 6-7 months, I fell in love with like Pharrell's work.
Mhm.
So like, I just thought that like it was kind of a good way to like not represent, but a good like culture thing. Like we are kind of moving in that not nerd way, but we're moving in that direction. Why not throw a little shout out to them, a little homage with our album?
Oh yeah.
Plus Dre is light skinned, so like you know what I'm saying. We got Pharrell here.
I'm weak. Okay, and then the like Brady Bunch picture where it's like all you got, that was so hard, bro. Like when I first found out because I'm scrolling through the Instagram, I'm like, yo, these guys are crazy. So is it like all the group effort, like when it comes to like making like those pictures, or?
Yeah, when it comes to like anything promotional or anything like that, I try my best to see what the group would like. I don't really like taking it upon myself or them itself to just be like, oh yeah, this is what we like, this is what we're gonna do. We like to get everybody's opinion, make sure the whole collective is okay with it. This is what we're gonna do. Everybody good, everybody good. If any objections or anything like that, we'll get it done. If anything, we'll just come together. And why you like this? Come together and get it done.
Everything that
everything we do,
we put our hands together.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Put our hands together.
I just think we have good chemistry, good teamwork. So anything like creatively or anything like that, it's good to just come together and get that. Stop it. Why y'all like this? Also, 20 years old.
Grown ass nigga.
Grown man.
It's all right.
Okay, so the Sugar Rush video, you posted a video like behind the scenes, like the cops actually pulled up on you guys.
Yes, they did.
What was that about?
Every time we do anything, how many times have the cops pulled up on us?
Every time.
They pulled up on us last week.
They pulled up on us last week when we were shooting for Goddamn in America.
Yeah.
They pulled us on us when we were shooting Sugar Rush.
Yeah.
They pulled us on us when we were doing
Suburban.
Well, when I was shooting for like an album cover, they just pull up on us. So now it's like if we do something and the cops don't show up, we get a little disappointed. We're like, where they at? Like, we're obviously not doing something right. So yeah.
Wasn't that you who said that? Cops are around every time we're in town?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Joe's bar? That was Joe's bar?
Yeah, so it's just natural because we always get people, because when they see a bunch of kids just running around and loitering, cop uniforms or whatever, and black masks or black outfits, of course they're gonna call the cops. They're gonna be like, oh, something's going on over here and we don't like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't like it. Yeah, damn, that's hella funny. Okay, so how long did it take for the album to come about, like the whole process? 7 months?
Yep.
Damn, that's hard.
Yeah, for real, bro.
So that must have felt like really, like, what would that feel like putting it out and like everyone's loving it?
Like, you ever hold your pee in for a long time?
Where's it going?
And then you just let it out and it's that like it's shaking in your legs.
We shivered.
But you just like that's exactly how it felt. It was like I'm releasing this to the world.
That's pretty good first. I get that one.
Like, I've been in prison for 10 months and I'm just now having sex. All that stored up tension.
Bro, I'm so weak. All right. So let me hit you guys with some questions from the Instagram story post from the fans.
Okay.
We'll do a little speed run real quick. All right. What would be your dream collab with another artist or group?
Chief Keef.
Get a beat produced by Kanye or Timbaland.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty nice.
And you have Chief Keef and Slim Jesus hop.
Slim Jesus.
Yeah, 100%. I want a song with J. Cole, Hood Rich, Pablo Juan at the same time.
At the same time.
That's gonna be hard.
I would say a song with Childish Gambino. A song with Frank, that's probably gonna be impossible, but if I got away with that, that would be amazing. And The Weeknd, just because fucking together.
I'll probably just collab with Tyler. I want to collab with Tyler. Whatever, even if it's not music, like if I was just to walk one of his fashion shows.
Mhm.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. So
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled. Yeah, wait. I thought you were the manager that wants to be DJ Khaled, bro. What?
Hey, look, Todd.
What's up?
Taj was the voice that
What's
did that.
What's up? What's up? I
Oh,
mean,
what's up, dude? Hell yeah. That's fire as fuck. Okay. So okay, this one's actually probably the most interesting. I got it. What's something that stands out about each member of Barely Legal? I guess interpret that as however you would like.
Like, are you talking about like a redeeming quality that all?
Yeah, I think that's what they've been asking is a redeeming quality. Yeah, I guess like what makes you individual? What do you bring to the table? Other than like the obvious.
Wait, can you ask the question again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Bro, I got some.
They said what's something that stands out about each member?
Oh God. Okay. All right. No, I'm not gonna make.
Are you just gonna start? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have to think of it.
Okay.
Can we hold off?
Yeah. You don't have to answer it.
Crazy. Come on, it's not that hard. It really is hard. I don't know.
I can do it.
I'll do it right now.
co-manager type shit. That's my team. No, that's my team.
In the middle.
No, yeah, switch seats.
Yeah, that's it. Go,
Bro.
Let's go. It's my team.
All right, bet.
I know he's not talking right now.
Anyway, wait. What was it?
Yeah.
Redeeming quality about everyone.
All right.
Andres, most creative person I ever met. Joe, one of lyrically, he's up there.
Yeah.
He can sing. Lath is the manager, he's a manager and he'd be good at it.
Exactly.
Yeah, he low-key got us where we are now, the marketing and shit like that. Shout out to bands, the bands, man. That's all I gotta say.
Bands, man.
That's all I gotta say. Timing, hard working, just like me. And Devin, hard working.
Yay! That was so quick, man. You can go.
Rapid fire.
Hell yeah. All right. I got a few more fan questions. A lot of people want to know what's next. What's coming. What's Barely Legal going to follow up with?
You have to stay tuned to find out.
Hell yeah.
Follow us on our social medias and stay tuned to find out. We don't want to release out too much.
Yeah. 100%. All right. I really no, I don't dislike this question, but I feel like it's just like kind of like a basic question. Like who inspired you to make music? You know what I'm saying? Like
Jesus Christ.
hell yeah.
I had I say
Fat Joe.
I would have to say
It's obviously Brockhampton, right? Like how is it taken?
Yeah, without them, we'd be nobody.
No, go for it. My bad.
Oh, Nas. I say Nas. Because Nas did everything that was so legendary, this, that, and the third. He was only 19.
Mhm.
That like blew my mind. Because like I was so much glorifying him. And then later on I figured out he was 19. And I was like in middle school. And I knew all his words. He was the first concert I ever went to, the only concert I ever went to besides my own. Like, yeah. That's it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'd say Chief Keef.
Mhm.
Because he created a whole like genre almost and created like energy and put that in everybody in Chicago. Like the world changed after Chief Keef came out. And that's how I want my music to be. Like, but not in a negative manner, like killing, but in a positive manner.
Hell yeah.
I'd say Michael Jackson. I don't really got to explain much why there. I mean, everybody knows why. So.
Nice.
I'd say my mom. My mom inspires me. She really gives me the inspiration of like any like of hard work will get you as far as you ever want to go.
Nice.
So like, if I have a dream, like I know that it's not too far if I just put in the work effort, especially if I have a team behind me, anything's possible.
Oh yeah. The graphic designer homies don't got any
What inspires me to honestly, I don't know. I just like with art and stuff, it started in middle school. Like that's when I really fell in love with everything. And I would see like just random pieces of art and I was like, yeah, that's hard. Nowadays I look at like signs and stuff and be like, I like that font. I like the way that's like, it's just everything. I take inspiration from everything I see on social media, everything I see in the world. So it's not really one specific place where it started. It's just a whole bunch of, just the world really. Just seeing everything come together.
Yeah. And I think I read somewhere that this album is there was a lot of fuel because of, the past year we've had with everything, and it's translated really well. But if you could sum it up in one way, how would you sum up the message from the Barely Legal Tapes? Or like, what's the point you're trying to get across or what you're trying to speak on?
Do what you want and don't care what everybody else has to say about it.
Be yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Be yourself. Honestly, if you want to do something in life, go ahead and do it and don't let anybody stop you because at the end of the day, you live your own life and they live theirs. So you don't let anybody else's voice or societal standards limit you from doing anything.
I think that's the real stuff right there.
That's real stuff. Sheesh. That's real stuff. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. All right. So I got one more. And it's just a question I always ask at the end of every interview. But is there anything that we didn't speak about or that hasn't been said by you guys or hasn't been said by anyone else that's covered you that you'd like listeners of your music already or people that are just going to be finding out about you to know?
Share that out.
Joe, you got something?
You want to share that?
I have something I want to say.
Yeah.
I feel like like as far as fans go, a specific group of fans I want to thank a lot is my fans out there that are lactose intolerant. Because I feel like that's just a subgroup in America that's often overlooked, appreciated, and just at a time where everybody wants to have a voice, I feel like they don't. So I would really like to appreciate the lactose intolerant people.
That's some real shit, Joe.
Yeah, that's hard as fuck. That's hard as fuck. I'll get out. That's hard. That's hard.
But on another note, we'd like to thank you and like, cause we love what you're doing, and like it's a come up. It's all a come up and it's all a grind, and we appreciate seeing another young brother out here doing his thing.
Oh yeah, man, thank you.
Hey, and no cap, you honestly had like so much faith in us too. We watched your like Twitch and all that. You had so much faith in us.
You were the first person.
Yeah, the first person.
Really?
So, yeah.
Yeah, bro. We appreciate that more than you'll ever know.
Yeah, bro.
For real.
Thank you, man. No, it means a lot, bro. Like I just love music. So like when I hear shit like your music, I'm like, okay, like these guys are gonna blow up. Like it's easy. Like I like literally when I first heard it, it was like 1 o'clock at night. And I texted all my friends like, yo, you need to listen to this like right now. Like this shit's crazy. So yeah, I'm just happy like you guys are like,
Oh, for real.
Yeah, thank you for even giving us this opportunity.
That's it. Like you get a wrist up. Like,
hell yeah. All right, cool. That'll work. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
No problem.
That was so much fun. I can't wait to check this out. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Yo, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I'll keep you in touch. Wait, let me get a picture right now to throw this up on the story real quick. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, here we go. Fuck. I got the old ass phone. It's taking a little long. Hold the pose. All right. We ready? All right, 1, 2, 3. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Hey, no, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah. We'll stay in contact for sure, bro. Once this COVID business is over, I'm definitely gonna want to do a show with you guys or something. We'll figure it out. We'll do something. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, peace, guys. Have a good day.